everybody. It's me, your homegirl, LaDosha, your favorite indie author. LaDosha, that's right, I'm the author of Curly Hair Adventures and What They Don't Tell You at the Hair Salon. Shameless plug. So yesterday we had the bomb conversation about protein. Today we're going to be talking about how to grow your hair. Oh, before I get started, I want to thank everybody for helping me out with the Michael Bloomberg, because everybody was blasting me like, you better not vote for him. So today in the salon, it got pretty heated. So I got in a lot of trouble about Michael Bloomberg. So I just want to thank everybody, but I'm going to do some more homework because I'm still undecided on who to vote for. I'm not quite understanding, what to do here because this is very confusing. So, but I want to give a shout out to thank every single person. I'm still doing my research. Whoever gave me the link to tell me their standings with how they treat people, all the presidents. That was pretty cool. So I think that was Lydia. So Lydia, thank you so much for that. That was a very interesting read. And so Michael Bloomberg did not read too well. But remember, I have to say, I was saying that in the interview that I watched, that he did kind of, to me, he out-interviewed them all. But anywho, I digress. So let's get back to what they don't tell you at the hair salon about growing hair. So this is going to be an interesting topic because of all the things that people come to a hair salon and talk about the most. I would have to say that growing hair, my little necklace in the way. So I would have to say that growing hair is one of them. People always want to know, LaDosha, how can I grow my hair? LaDosha, my hair has stopped growing. LaDosha, my hair got to this length or this length or this length and it doesn't grow anymore. And so people want to know, what can we do to grow hair? So here's what they don't tell you at the hair salon about growing your hair. Are you guys ready? Drum roll, please. There's nothing we can do about growing your hair at the hair salon. That's what they don't tell you at the hair salon. I have a one-person audience who is like, girl, you best stop it, tell the truth. So here is the huggy lowdown on what they don't tell you at the hair salon about growing your hair. So number one, we can't make your hair grow. Any hairstylist that's online, that's passing out literature, typing up stuff or whatever, and she's saying or he is saying that they can make your hair grow, please, I want you guys to do this. Put the phone down and walk away from the topic at hand. No, don't listen to that, guys. There is no way that we can grow your hair. You want to know why? Because it grows for free. I love this topic. No, seriously, your hair grows for free. So let me tell you how this works. Here's what they don't tell you at the hair salon. Your hair grows for free 365 days a year, 24 hours a day. It never stops growing. It does. It's all, my brother said, come on, man. No, it's always growing. The only way your hair won't grow is if you have a disorder that keeps your hair from growing. So there are some people who have hair disorders where their hair won't grow, such as alopecia, things of that nature. So unless you've been diagnosed with a certain kind, because not all alopecias, people who have those disorders, their hair won't grow. Some of it falls out and it comes back. So you have to go to a dermatologist or a doctor, a physician, to give you the proper diagnosis for why your hair won't grow. Do not let a hairstylist or a barber tell you that your hair won't grow and it has stopped growing, because when we go to school to get our education, they don't teach that kind of stuff. So our education stops at a certain level. Pretty much how to style hair. So anything outside of styling hair, we're not licensed, we're not educated to actually grow hair. That's number one. And then number two, it grows for free. So let me tell you, well, how does it grow, Miss Smarty Pants? Since you think you just know everything. Now remember, one good thing about being a cosmetologist is that we do have science on our side to help validate, what we're saying to you guys. We also have science on our side to help, bring credibility to some of the stuff that you hear. We also have science on our side to help you reach your goals. So that's one great benefit of having education as a cosmetologist, because they do make sure when we're in school that they're not overselling and under-delivering on this education, specifically on the science part, which is why I'm telling you to visit protectmyprofession.com and sign that petition so that they don't lower the standards, because some cosmetologists, maybe they don't remember, maybe they forgot, I'm not quite sure, but I've seen a lot of stuff on social media, and I've seen a lot of stuff, like in magazines and things like that, and promotional material where people are saying that they can actually make your hair grow, like you can take these hair growing pills and stuff. Hey guys, don't buy that stuff, okay? Your hair grows for free. So how does it grow? Hormones. Your hormones are solely responsible for your hair growth, as my education. So a dermatologist or someone who has more education, they will have another perspective. But from a cosmetologist standpoint, we are taught that your hormones are responsible for your hair growth. Hold on, you don't want none, Rick. You don't want none of this education I'm dropping down, okay? What's up? And congratulations, by the way. All right, so your hormones are responsible for your hair actually growing out of your scalp. So I got my homegirl with me. Shan like my homegirl. He always like, don't you bring your homegirl. Shan, y'all want to meet my homegirl? This is actually Shan's favorite homegirl too. Y'all know my brother Shan. Shan, every time we go, so he's like, don't you got your homegirl with you? So yes, so here is my favorite homegirl. Y'all ready to meet her? Everybody, I want y'all to stand up, give a round of applause for my homegirl. Skinny Scales in the house, what's up? We got Skinny Scales, what's up? So Skinny Scales is in the house, all right? So this is an actual scale of the skin, hence Skinny Scale, okay? All right, in case y'all was wondering where that name came from. So here you go. So your hair is growing, this is the follicle. So it's the actual organ itself. One of the problems that people are having with hair care is that term right there. Hair care. See, that messes everybody up because all people see is this. But when you specialize in trichology, you specialize in this, the follicle. So the follicle gives you what's in, what's on top, and what's growing out. So when you're talking about growing hair, make sure that the person that you're talking to, are they just using terms like hair and scalp, or are they coming below the surface of the skin and they're giving you the science, that trichology? So when hair grows, it has 3 stages that it's going through. It has an anagen, a catagen, and a telogen. And that phase is about a 7-year process. So one strand of hair lives for 7 years. Now, we're not dogs. Whoop, whoop. We're the dog pound. Whoop, we're the dog pound at. Whoop, whoop. But we're not dogs. So their hair comes all off at the same time and it grows the same rate. So if you see a German Shepherd, all German Shepherds' hair is the same length. A German Shepherd hair isn't like that, they don't do undercuts. So you see where I'm going? So now, all the fibers, they grow at different lengths. So that's why some fibers are up here and down there. And I get that a lot. And my hair is broken off because this piece is shorter and this piece is longer. That's because they grow at different rates, okay? So for 7 years, this hair is growing. Now, there are things that you can be doing at home and sometimes in the salon, not on purpose, sometimes by default, and sometimes because we just don't know what the ham sandwich we're doing, that will throw that cycle off. So the number one thing we do at home or in the salon to throw the growth cycle off on our hair is we don't cleanse it properly or enough. That's the biggest problem. So when you're talking about your hair is not growing or your hair won't grow, what I want you to, the first thing I want you to ask yourself is, how often am I shampooing or washing my hair, number one. And then number two, how am I doing that? So if you're washing it every day, that might be too much. If you're shampooing it every 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 weeks, oh dear Lord, baby Jesus, 6 pounds, 9 ounces in the manger. You don't want to do that, okay? So everybody's, hair care regimen is personal. So I'm not going to tell people how often they should or should not, wash their hair. But I'm just going to say from a professional's perspective, I would say at least 2 to 3 times a week for some, and then once a week for everybody. So at the most, you could safely shampoo your hair. It's about, 3 to 4 times a week. And then the least amount would be once a week. If you're moving into that 10, 12, 14 day beyond, I'm telling you right now, you're going to throw off your growth cycle. So why? If your hormones got something to do with it? Because it's called function. Bam, whoever gave me that heart. So the follicle does have a functioning process that when you shampoo your hair, you help the ebb and flow. So the shampooing is not the cleansing shampoo, but remember, shampoo really means massage. Okay, so that's what they don't tell you at the hair salon. So washing hair is totally different from shampooing hair. You ain't know that, did you? That's why y'all got to buy my book, because I got the Huggy Lowdown, all right? So now that you understand the difference between shampooing and washing your hair, you now can get the correlation to how this modality of massaging the scalp is going to get the blood to nourish it so it can be strong. And then your hormones are what actually makes it sprout in that 7-year cycle. So for about 3 to 5 years, maybe 7, everybody's hair is always growing. And then for about a month, that stops, and then it takes a couple of weeks, and then it starts all over again. And so when people say stuff like, well, when I was 15 years old, that hairstylist gave me a relaxer and my hair's never been the same. Or, last year when I fell and broke my leg, or, when I had this surgery, hey guys, if it was in a 7-year period, guess what? It doesn't matter. So that can maybe explain why some hairstylists are very nonchalant when you tell them something that happened to your hair when you were younger, because they know that hair is no longer there. They may not be on a Go Live video telling you about it, but trust me, they're like, Anyway, Shaniqua, hold your head over. So that's why you might be getting that visceral response to your concern about why your hair isn't growing. So your hair is growing. The question is, or the problem or the challenge is, what can I do to keep the length as it grows out? Now, if you have texture in your hair, texture being curly, coily, wavy, or afro, getting the length can be somewhat of a challenge because the oils that your scalp produce, they can't travel all the way down to the ends. So that explains why some, not all, but some people with textured hair, they don't see the length. So all this stuff about black people hair don't grow like white people, that's racist. That's a race, that's a race-based, maybe not racist, but that's a race-based statement, which is not true, because we now know that the social construct of the terms race are man-made. They are not biological, and therefore they have no scientific evidence if you want to just, get all technical, okay? So it's just that simple, all right? So when you have texture, the objective is to style your hair in a fashion so that and care for it so that as the hair grows out, it's not breaking. So we said shampooing and washing is the number one culprit. The third culprit is how we put these products on our hair. So when you come to our salon, which we're all about teaching people how to do their own hair, that is our number one claim to fame. Because people who come here like, I ain't trying to see y'all, okay, all right, so here we go. The number one thing we see people do, when we ask them, show us how you condition your hair, they put this in and then they go right here. So that's going to be a problem because you're not getting your conditioner on the ends. And so you're gonna see that hair break out. Now remember, your hair is growing all day, every day. It does not stop growing. The objective is to keep the hair on the head as it grows out. So people will do things like, maybe they'll say, well, that's why I put a weave or I put braids in it, because I don't want to touch it. I want to make sure that the friction isn't causing me to lose my length. And so hence you have this term called protective hairstyles. I don't know about that, but however, if you're really excessively tugging and you braid it up and you keep your hands off of it, that will help for a little while. But if you do that for an extended period of time without caring for the hair, you will find that those quote unquote protective hairstyles will now become ineffective. So you'll say, when I first got my hair weave or my braids, my hair was growing really long. And then 4 or 5 years later, you saw that you had no hair. So this explanation is telling you why that's happening. So what else can we do? So number 4, so what can we do to actually grow this hair? Well, this month at the Reverence Design Team, we have specials, specials, not the short yellow bus special, but the other kind of specials, the hair specials, okay? So the first special that we have is our imported products coming in from Russia, okay? So this is their hot peppers mask, and then we have their burdock oil. So why do we like these products the best? Now, I know it's like, don't buy stuff from Russia. I know, but that's all we got right now, so we're using. So we'll switch up some stuff. So Russians have this product here called the hot peppers mask. So they're using cayenne peppers to bring the blood to the surface to help nourish the hair. So this doesn't make hair grow, but it actually nourishes the hair by way of promoting blood flow. And so this will actually make the hair pretty strong. We've been using it now for about 4 years. It has been 100% successful, and it's hot. Let me just tell you now, you put this treatment on your head and you sit under the dryer, you're gonna be like Alicia Keys. This hair is on fire. This stuff is hot. I'm not making it up. So I've tried it, and it does get hot, and it does work. So that's one. And then number 2, we have ye olde burdock oil. So burdock oil helps with the function of the follicle. So you have this product that's going to just help you with one piece, one portion of the function, which is blood flow. But burdock supports the function of every single mechanism that's taking place underneath on the scalp and the hair. So I don't think you're going to get a better bang for your buck. Do you have to get it from Russia? No, we like the ones from Russia because the climate is cleaner, so you get a better quality, and the cost isn't so bad, and just to have something different. But burdock oil, you can get it pretty much from any place that you would like to buy it from. But right now we're just doing the Russian brand, and it has, as you can see, it has the cayenne peppers in it, so you get more blood flow. So there you have it, plain and simple. How do I get my hair to grow? In short, the answer is you can't make your hair grow. It grows for free. You don't need to pay anybody. If you want to question, like, should you take supplements? Supplements will only work if you're pretty much depleted of a mineral, or maybe some medications might be compromising, some mineral in your body or in your diet. So in that instance, you can take supplements. You may or you may not notice a difference. Again, I'm not a doctor. These are questions that you should be taking to your dermatologist. Don't get on these social medias and watch these videos and start buying all that stuff, because you may be offsetting some stuff that you shouldn't. And then for the most part, you probably don't even really need it. And the only person who's truly qualified to tell you if you really need that is your dermatologist. But if you just want to play around and try some stuff, for the most part, I don't think anybody's ever OD'd from vitamins, to be honest. But stranger things have occurred, okay? So be careful with that type of a choice. If you're going to buy, biotin, all these pills. People are always asking us about taking vitamins for hair. And so what I read and I hear, and I do talk to other dermatologists, is that, you know, if you're not depleted of the mineral, then, you know, leave it alone, and that it's best to eat your way. So eat your minerals through your foods before you start taking them, because sometimes you don't know where the source of those minerals are coming from. So you just got to be careful. So professionally and ethically, I would just say, you know, let your dermatologist tell you what to do about taking those supplements. We do offer them because some people, they are on medications, they are on certain types of diets, and so they already know this in advance, so we offer it to them. But if someone just walked in off the street and said, I want to buy some, professionally and ethically, we would not encourage that sale for that reason. So only to those clients who actually know what they need, when they need, and why, it's okay from an over-the-counter perspective. But again, you should be talking to your dermatologist or your holistic practitioner, okay? So at the end of the day, your hair grows for free. If you want to keep the length, the objective is to style it and care for it in such a way that you're not compromising the ends. If you have texture, it can be a little bit more challenging to see the length because the oils that your scalp produce can't get down to the ends. So when you're applying your conditioners and your oils, never ever start from the top. Always start from the ends. Even if your hair is like this short, start from the ends and work your way, because you'll put too much product on the scalp and then that mouth of the follicle will, you know, get clogged, and then guess what? Now your hair is trapped and it can't grow through. So that's a physical, you know, process that's taking place. That hair, it really is. If you go on YouTube, you can see some time-lapse videos of hair actually growing. I mean, I'm not about to set my phone up on somebody's scalp and watch it, but somebody's already doing that. So the hair, it really does grow every day, all day. And for sure, for certain, the objective is to keep the length as it grows out, and that's a very intentional, deliberate process. You can't do that by tying it down, putting it underneath a wig or a weave or some braids in hopes that you're going to see the length. You're going to take this weave and stuff out of your hair, and magically you're going to have hair. Magically you will have hair, but if you don't care for it, guess what? You'll say, I took my weave out, my hair grew, it was down to here, and guess what? Now it's short again, and then people will put the weave and the braids back in. You see that vicious cycle? And that's because you haven't been given the right information about how important hair care really is. So escapism will never work. You will have to always incorporate a regimen, just like you have for your oral hygiene and all the rest of your body, your ears. Surely you wouldn't go 2 weeks without wiping your ears. You see what I'm saying? So it's just that simple. If you're like, well, I don't really have time. Well, if you want some hair, you better make the time, because it ain't gonna do nothing but fall out. I hate, you know, it's true. Don't shoot the messenger, all right? So there you have it. What they don't tell you at the hair salon about growing hair, how to grow hair, who can grow it, why it can't. If you have any questions, you can type it down here in this little feed, or you can email me at ladoshaw.com. You can also follow me on all the social media platforms. I did post my podcast, and I also have a YouTube channel. And again, I do have this wonderful book, What They Don't Tell You at the Hair Salon, that's loaded with a lot of information. And thank you guys so much for your support. And our special here at the Reverence Design Team, these are all just $10. So if you are our customers, come on in and get your hair did today. If you haven't visited us, then please come in and check us out. These are all for sale as well, okay? All right, peace, love, and hair. And if you ain't got no hair, then do what? Wash your hands, y'all, and rub your little bald head, okay? Bye.